was asking you if in prison, if different races had different foods like that were a priority for them. That like they're like, oh, you know, it's fucking Wednesdays, you know, mac and cheese. The fucking Asians are gonna go nuts today, or whatever. Like, was there anything that like different races prioritized food wise in prison, or that they desired? You know.
When I got to county and diagnostic, there's a list. You get a sheet on Tuesday night.
Yeah.
This is 1987, people. If you're in prison now or whatever, I don't know how the fuck it's done then. And on Tuesday night, when you get arrested, you usually got $22 on you. Then your mother puts a $50 bill in there, so now you got $72.
Yeah.
So that's called the commissary.
Yeah.
So on that commissary, there's toothpaste, toothbrush, a comb, gel, deodorant, big bag of Cheetos, ding-dongs. You know, they got a bucket of shit.
Yeah.
It's $50 a week to live in there, $80 a week to live in there, you know, and then on Thursday night, they could, Tom Segura, inmate 68, check yourself. Oh, by the way, they were out of Cheetos. Lee Syatt bought 25 bags. That motherfucker, because then he'll sell them on the black market.
Right.
You follow me?
Right.
In charge of the Cheetos. So every night when you go by Lee's cellars, a bunch of fat dudes lurking, waiting for him. Dog, where's the Cheetos at? Shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's how it was in those systems. For you to, I don't remember if they could bring you food in visitation. It was very interesting for me because when I got sentenced, they told me to my face, you were not going to see a state prison till December. You were going to go to a county jail. You were either going to go to Rifle, which is down underneath, and you only have windows. It's really like The Shining.
Jesus.
It snows a lot, and they got cable TV and shit like that. And at that time, there was another place, or you could sign a waiver and get sent to Texas or some other place, and it was 3 days for one. Something crazy. So I didn't say nothing. My attorney never mentioned it. I got sentenced August 15th. So I figure, fuck, I'll be in Boulder till maybe October. And then October, they'll ship me to Ohio or the Rifle. And then by December, I'll go to diagnostic. But by that time, it doesn't matter. Because those days in county are 2 for the price of 1. So 6 months in county already is 12 months. I had a.
It counts like that? They tell you that?
No, that's the rule.
That's the rule.
So at that time, okay, I had a 48-month sentence.
Right.
Okay, which is 4 years.
Yeah.
My sentencing, the deal I signed was 6 to 4, 4 years to 6. No, 0 to 6. That's what it was. It was dependent on the judge. 0 to 6 was the deal I signed. I could get 6 years, I could get 3 years, I could get 4 years probation, but it was nothing more than 6 years. That's the deal I signed. That was it. I signed to 2nd-degree burglary and to accessory to a felony.
That's what the plea deal was.
That was my plea bargain, and I still give him props. That was one of the best attorneys.
Because what was the worst case scenario that they would
kidnapping 9 years, and federal, and it's a toss up if the feds want it. Number one,
yeah,
and number 2, it's a violent crime, which means you serve 3/4 of your sentence,
mandatory,
and you get a parole 1 year. They definitely hold you back.
Yeah.
So I would have done 8 years for sure.
Fuck.
And they were going for it. They were going heavy for it. But I knew the victim was weak. And he was getting weaker by the day. He was snorting more. In fact, he called me. We've been playing phone tag lately.
Really?
Yeah. I apologized, the whole thing.
I remember when you apologized.
Yeah, but then I still kept in touch with him.
You still fuck with him?
No, there's no reason to fuck with him. He lives in his own hell. I have a funny feeling.
Really?
And I love him dearly. Believe it or not, over the years I've learned to love him dearly because
And you just passed the anniversary of something, right? Because I saw you tweet like this was
30 years was, when I did the crime.
30 years ago.
Yeah.
Like last week sometime.
Yeah, it was 30 years ago. And so that's what pisses me off about what's going on right now. That people accusing people of things they did 15 years ago, 20 years ago. That type of shit bothers me, bro, because we all change.
Yeah.
I know I'm a way different motherfucker than I was at 34. At 34, I was into comedy, but I could still mug you if I had to. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you had 2 kilos of coke and you were fucking around with Lee up here, guess who's coming at 3 with a gun to mug you both?
You really would? You really were doing that?
I would either do it with a mask on or get 2 people to do it and take half the take.
Wow.
And you'd figure out it was me eventually.
Sure.
I did that type of shit like twice. Then I got caught with the kidnapping. I lucked out on that type of, and then.
So it's good that you got caught.
But then when I got out of prison, 3 years later, a buddy of mine came to me and goes, listen, I got an angle. These guys, they got this amount. You kick the door. You tell them who you are. They give it to you. And we handcuff them and we walk out. And Tom Segura did it one time.
You did?
Yes. And it was horrible. I felt my heart beating. You fucking go deaf. It was terrible. And I ran out of there and I came back to bed. I'm like, fuck you.
Wow.
And that was it. But these guys were pros at it. This is what they did. This is what they were doing. They were shaking down people all over the Bronx.
It's so wild to know you. Like, I think that's what, like, people don't understand. Like, to know you just as a comic.
But I wasn't a violent person then.
Yeah.
I was just a confused individual. I was just confused.
Yeah.
And I was lucky. Because confusion means you're going to end up dead or in jail. I was fucking fortunate, bro.
To go to jail, yeah.
I was fortunate to go to jail when I did. 10 Planet Kush, it drains the lactic motherfucking acid. People won't cop to it. The health specialists say, no, that doesn't happen, Joey. Yes, it fucking does. I got friends at Harvard, bitch. I'm like Garth Brooks. I got friends in high places, motherfuckers.